All right, gang, going into a new computer art tutorial with Pixlr, and what we are going to get into today is creating a banner with some projects that we've created in our computer art class. And this will be useful when we put together our web pages as our final project. And you could also turn this into kind of a cool animation. So as you can see, I added an animated effect to this. So everything pops in and then slides out. And again, this could be just a banner that stays still on your site, or you could have it play this kind of animated effect. So either way will be a useful thing that we could put into our websites. So if I toggle back to home and show you guys where to get to these templates, you are going to go ahead and click on templates here. You've got lots of different types of templates that Pixlr has preloaded if you want to make things for Instagram stories. A lot of these are premium. If you see the yellow crown, you have to be a paying customer of Pixlr. But there are a good number of free ones too. So if you ever feel like using these to kind of put together a flyer or something for a post and you want to have a template, these are really nice to be able to use. We're going to scroll all the way down to the end and go to the collages, the simple collages. And you got a bunch of these in here and they are all free for the most part. I think if you even scroll down and click load more, there are more free ones and a couple premium ones, but most of these are free. So I'm going to choose one from the top here. These are all kind of banner style. You can see that as we click, you get a preview of what they look like. So these are all kind of, they're called Twitter covers, but they are more of a banner layout, whereas these square ones are more just like for a post. But these could still be useful in parts on your site as well. It's nice to have kind of a collage of your work on the main page of your site. So let's just get into customizing one of these. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one today. So click use this template. It loads up. When I see a spot that I want to load a picture into, I just double click it. And that opens up my documents window, or where you'll probably find your projects is in your downloads folder. So you'll want to download some projects into your onto your computer from your Google Drive, and then you can kind of click through and be like, okay, which projects would I like to add in these spaces? Maybe I'll take this one, I'll say open, it'll pop it in there. I haven't experienced this yet, but I guess you can rotate these and kind of customize them. So that's interesting because I didn't realize that was going to pop in diagonally. But as I keep on going through, some of these will work really good. Some of them might not as much. So it's just one of those things. You'll just want to try them out in a space. You know, see, okay, maybe that's a small space for that one, so maybe that doesn't work great. And maybe I'll switch it up and try that one in a different space that's maybe a little bit larger. So I think you can still move this around in the frame. No, it's not actually happening like it did in the other one. Oh, so see, okay, so if you do have a picture in there and you double click it, you can change the adjustment of where it is in the frame there. All right, so if I want to delete one, I could just hit delete after double clicking it. So if I double click it and hit delete, it'll let me delete them. So I'm just going to go and try and fly through here and pop in some more of my projects into these spaces. Let's see, maybe I could go to pattern, sure. And I'm just going to fill up the rest of these real quick with some different Pixlr projects we've worked on. Again, if you want to rotate them or change them a little bit, you could do that. So you just pull that circle at the top. Kind of liked this one going this way though. We'll have one more down here, and you do kind of want to think about balance and how you're kind of using the space and what your different colors are in each space. I actually like this one better as color-wise. It kind of fits with more of the colorful things going on here. So double click and I can hit delete, and then I could just double click on this space again and it brings me back to this window. And let's see, I just need to add one more project, and this should probably work. Cool. All right, so there I have my banner. If I want to add the animation, we just go to animation, animation panel, and then you have some of these different effects where you can kind of have everything pop in or fade in or rise or soothe. I like the fade in. I like the tumble in. I think that's what I did with my other one, but maybe I'll just go with the fade in for this one. So Once I have that done, I can click play in the corner, see all my images fade in, looks great, and then I think they go back to fading out at the end. So what I would want to do at the end here is save this. First, I would save it as an image. Let's call it a JPEG, and quality high and all that is good. We'll say save as, and we could just call this collage JPEG, and we could save that as a still image. And then we could also go ahead and go save and maybe save it as a GIF. And I always like to turn the GIFs up to 2 times the speed. 1 time seems to be a little bit laggy in my experience. So we also want to click on this loop animation feature and then go save as. And again, we can call this collage, maybe animation. Or if it's just a collage.gif, I should know that that's an animation, and I'll click save. Well, I'll just let this save, and then I'll take a quick look to preview my animation in my Finder window. So I'll go to Finder and go to Downloads, take a look at this GIF and preview it and see how it plays. Looks like it all fades in pretty good and out pretty good. And then I also have my still image file here. So that could make a nice banner to go on our site, or an animation to put in your front page of your site as well. So that's it for this quick tutorial on using the collages in Pixlr. Have fun, get creative.